Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be unboxing this e-cooler from Massimo. I think that's how you say it, not totally sure. But we saw this at Costco. We really liked it. We've been wanting to get an e-cooler because we recently did a cross-country drive, and with COVID we don't want to be constantly stopping for ice all the time. So we decided to give this a try, and Costco has a great return policy, so if we don't like it we can always change it out. On the front of the box, it says, electricity's never been this cool. A must-have for camping, leisure, marine, and truck use. We're going to use it for overlanding and also just cross-country drives or wherever we decide to go. We're always taking our food with us now because I'm super cautious with COVID and we don't want to stop when we don't have to. So it also says it's a 50-liter cooler, CX-50. Sounds like it holds a lot of stuff. We'll see. We'll test that out later in the video. Let's turn it around. You can plug it into your cigarette lighter in your car, which is a great feature. That's how it works as an e-cooler. You don't need to get ice because it keeps it going from your car battery. But it has low voltage detection cutoff. So that means it'll cut off so it doesn't mess up your battery on your car. Standard features include compressor adjustable from 0 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. You can use it as a freezer or as a refrigerator. LCD digital display, DC power cable 12-24 volt, AC to DC adapter, telescopic handle, trolley wheels. All right, let's open it up. So excited. Nicely padded, it looks like. A nice styrofoam here. Ready? Wrapped in plastic. Alright, cool. Let's spin it around. It has these nice handles. Cool. So it makes it, ooh, that's not too bad to pick up with the handles. Telescopic handle. Right, and it has these really awesome cup holders. I was not expecting that. Let's open it up. Ooh, feels cooler in here. There's a nice drain plug in there. We have this box. Okay. Alright, so you have your plug to plug it into your home outlet right here. And then you have the plug for your car. And then a manual with how it works. Safety, operation. So now we're going to plug it in and test it out. Let's take our plugs, put them together for our home outlet for this test. Then we'll test it later in the car. Extension cord. Plug it in. Alright, let's start it up. I guess we will remove the plastic, turn on the power. Right, it says 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And the compressor has started. Let's see if we turned on the temperature. Okay, so it says 31 here, 29. Let's play with it. So normal fridge temperature is 37. We have a case of water here. We're going to see how many we can fit in the refrigerator. We're gonna see how long they take to get cold. Here we go. It indents inwards. That's pretty cool. These water bottles are lukewarm. They're not cold at all. $39, $40. Oh my gosh, there's still so much space in there. Check this out. You can even fit something else like in here. Those are 40 water bottles right now. A case from Costco. Let's shut the lid. We're gonna come back in an hour and see if they're cooling off or where they're at. The temperature outside today is 93 degrees with 18% humidity. It's currently saying it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit on this display. We'll see how far it drops. Okay, so it's been an hour. Let's see. It is now 59 degrees Fahrenheit inside there. All right, down to 51.
Looking at 42 degrees.
And now we're finally reading at 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Open this up. Alright. So these are just not getting cold. But then if I move to the bottom, I feel like now the ones on the bottom are cold. Huh. The sides are all cold. So it's like there's this plastic on top, and it seems that anything that's above that is not getting as cold. Ooh, it jumped up from me having it open. I'm gonna change it and try and get it to freeze. Let's see how many water bottles will freeze. We'll go all the way down to 0, and let's check this in the morning and we will give you guys a report. Okay, it's the next morning. Let's take a look. It is 9 degrees. Let's look inside. What's going on in here? Okay, the water bottles at the top are now cold, so that's good. Let's see if anything is frozen. We have one water bottle on the left side that looks frozen. And it looks like there might be some on the bottom. I'm just gonna pull these out. These are all nice and cold now. Okay, here's another frozen one. But then if I keep digging, the ones all the way at the bottom are not frozen. And here's the ones on the side are frozen. This is kind of slushy. Let's look at on this side. Kind of disappointed. This is slushy like.
It's been 24 hours since we first turned on the cooler, and
Our dog, Kai, is very happy about that. Oh, yes.
currently it's at 22 degrees. So it's 100 degrees outside, so it rose a little bit from this morning. So let's open it up and see how the bottles did. Well, it looks like we have a couple of them that are solid and a couple of them that are still liquid. So I'm gonna make a couple of piles here and see what they look like. So we have one here, I'm gonna call this one slushy. Here we have a couple of them, they're nice and cold. I would probably put them, you know, just by feel, somewhere around 30, 40 degrees. Oh, and here's one that's frozen solid. There we go, these two are pretty well frozen. Okay, it looks like the ones on our left-hand side here are all frozen. Some ones here in the center are slushy, and the ones all the way on the right-hand side here at the very bottom seem to be frozen. Are pretty well frozen solid. Now these were directly underneath the compressor, but against the cold plate on the side here. All right, so the total tally ended up being, we had 19 bottles that were still liquid, we had 9 bottles that were more or less slush, and then we had 12 bottles that were pretty well frozen solid. All in all, it's a pretty good cooler. It froze bottles of water.
Now we are going to test it in our Jeep.
All right, let's throw her in. So if we were to put it in the back of the Jeep, it would obviously take up a lot of space. But the way we normally travel, I think the way a lot of other people will, they're just gonna take it, put it on the side like this, and put it in the car that way. So let me grab my tape measure and we're just gonna show you how much space we have left. All right, so let's measure this. So the Jeep normally has, let's see, about 43 inches of space back here. You know, plus or minus a ½ inch depending on the model. Now with the cooler inside, we're down to 28 inches of usable space going across. The depth on a Jeep, let's just go from the very bottom. You're looking at about 3 feet. So still a decent amount of room left in here. Let's plug it in. Let's just pass this all the way to the back. We have a good amount of extra cord. I'd say probably, you know, an extra 2 feet here. So that's really good, even considering that we're going to take this, and when we normally drive down the road, I think we're going to be planning on having it in this general location. So plenty of extra cord for, I think, a longer minivan or anything like that. All right, let's turn it on. All right, there it goes. At the end of the day, this is a really great cooler, and it cooled everything down, but we're just not 100% sure this is right for us.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe and come along with us on our future adventures.